Hey, this is Brett the Hitman Hart, the best there is, best there was, and the best there ever will be. And you're listening to the Smacked Raw podcast.
All right, take two, everybody. It's the Rewind, that weekly wrestling show where RN and I take a look in and outside the ring. I'm your host, Kyle Tyson.
And I am the beauty, the brawn, and apparently the embarrassed house guest, you know what I'm saying? Like, I invite a house guest over and Kyle embarrasses me the first chance he gets. So that's how you know we fam.
Man, sorry about that, you guys. Hey, we just tried to shoot the intro, and I forgot to turn on our audio. We have Ilfam in the house. Ilfam over from Black Rasslin joining us. RN, you had some flattering things to say about him that did not make the air. What was that again?
Well, they are the reason why over at the Black Rasslin, they're the first real nigga podcast that I ever listened to where I saw that dudes like me like wrestling, and they had to be nerdy, non-deodorant wearing motherfuckers. Like, it was actually like some real dudes that watch wrestling like me, and they are actually the ones that got me interested in maybe trying to get on a podcast. And then I found you weird motherfuckers, and here we are.
Yeah, you went in the complete opposite direction. Bro, thank you for joining us, man. I know you.
Hey, man, thanks for having me.
Yeah, dude, you just got done telling us where to find you. But for the sake of actually making it to air, can you let us know about your show and where you're found and all of that stuff?
All right, man. I'm Ilfam79, your social media choice. More importantly, man, at Black Rasslin, at Something Else Pod, at Where's Buffy. You can also catch me and the infamous Tony Brown on Black Watch via the Black Wrestling Patreon, along with a bunch of other shows, man. I am happy to be here. And I just want to know what happened to the art of the no-sell.
We sell everything, bro. We don't.
We're a transparent. We're an open book, man. When it comes to this,
Full Devon Dudley.
Yeah, we give it up. We don't. We go out of our way to give each other shit, and we definitely go out of our way to let our listeners know that we ain't shit. So
yeah, man. I don't pose as one of those wrestling journalists. Or like
There's no such thing.
Yeah. Try to make it out like I'm a gatekeeper to pro wrestling, like I'm any bigger of a fan than anybody else. That's not really our style over here. RN and I kind of approach this just as two fans that got a little bit of spare time every week, talk about wrestling and anything else that's important to us. Where the fuck do you think like the no deodorant shit? Like, why did that start? Like, what the hell is about that, man? Why is so many people like so poor hygiene like associated with this fandom?
I know we're post pandemic and everything. When's the last time you guys have been to an actual like indie event? Not like
a couple weeks ago, and I'm going to one Saturday actually. I go to shows a lot.
Goes to indies like all the damn time. Never sends me any pictures though.
I post them on Twitter all the time, motherfucker. You never see them?
I'm not on Twitter anymore. Like, I don't know if you've seen this, but like, I am off of like most social media.
Well, that's why you haven't seen none of the fucking pictures.
You just sent them to me personally, man. We're supposed to be friends here.
You guys have been to these events. There is every single type of person at these events, right? So there are folks in there that probably smell amazing, but you don't notice the amazing smelling guy because old Frankie over here, who has been mainlining AEW pay-per-views all morning long, was like, I can make the show on time or I could get in the shower and be late. He didn't miss bell time.
No.
And I think just really there are a bunch of different people on just all different types of folks at these events.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I always end up sitting next to fucking Frankie. Every show I go to, somehow or another, I end up sitting next to the rankest, most onion smelling motherfucker in the crowd.
Hey man, shout out to Funky Frankie. You got to make better decisions. I mean, you could tell though. I'm gonna be honest. I've never been surprised like after looking at Stinky Dude, being like, oh yeah, nah, he was gonna stink when I see, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to assess the situation.
You spot him.
Ooh, look, young mother who's just taking her child here. Perfect. She's probably not gonna stink. Go sit over there.
In my defense, like my guy that I goes with, he's the photographer for some of the indie promotions. So like we kind of have to sit where we gotta sit. And so like I kind of get screwed every time.
Oh man, that's
both of my favorite hobbies, man, just riddled with poor hygiene. Pro wrestling and board games. Man.
huh.
Both fandoms known for poor hygiene. I wonder if it's like, you know what? It's actually kind of not surprising that you say it like that, because I work with people. I have for better part of 20 years now. And anytime someone comes in and they say, you know, they've worked with me, I don't remember them. I've always said kind of the same thing. I was like, you know, I never actually remember the good guys. Like, I don't remember my good customers. So I was like, I only remember the assholes. I only remember, you know, the people that gave me a hard time. So I was like, if I don't remember you, it's kind of a compliment. Maybe it works kind of like that at like, you know, you're sitting around thousands of people, you know, and it's like two dudes that smell like ass, and you just paint they're the only ones that stand out to you, and that's the impression you get when you leave. You're like, man, fuck these fans.
No, it's all. It's 90% of it. It just is.
I don't know if I would go that far. Now I will say this. Raw was here a few months ago.
Where you at, by the way?
I'm in the greater Baltimore area, right outside of Baltimore.
Okay.
Not too far from DC either. So this was in DC. And Raw was here. And so, you know, me and the family, the wife, the son, 13. And we all go down, and my wife's face changes all of a sudden, right? Now, we're in between good smelling folks. Like, there's no problems left to right, you know what I'm saying? So that's fine. But my wife, you know, does this thing. She's not gonna, you know, look over there because you shouldn't. But she gives me these, and
we all know that look.
My eyes get this big, 2 rows in front of us. This gentleman's entire buttocks is just out to the world.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, cuz you got to feel that breeze. That's
my thing. Like, it's
Dude,
always a whole ass. Like,
tell.
how do you not feel that gush of air?
If a centimeter of crack is showing, I feel it. Like, and I can't fucking focus on anything till I fix my shit.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? You feel that breeze. And this man, whole hom pop, you know what I mean? His whole
not even just the breeze. You sat your ass on that cold ass chair in that arena.
Cold seat. You know what I'm saying? And so now I have to, because I love being a juvenile, point this out to my 13-year-old son, who's right now like a lapsed wrestling fan. He hasn't watched in a while, but he loved being there. And when he looked down, he just cried laughing, man. And I think it's just those kind of people, man. I'll never forget. I was at it might have been like it was an Extreme Rules in Baltimore, and I'm walking in, and this dude looked like he just came home, like he had the trash bag. It looked like he had the trash bag luggage. Harden, West Baltimore guy. And Randy Orton's theme song came on. When I tell you, buddy knew every word and never saw him come to the ring because he was closed eyes, clenched fist. He like, I was like, oh my gosh, he is all chips in. And I think just pro wrestling brings all sorts of folk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you sit in the good section. Sometimes you need to be fumigated.
Yeah. Hey, do you guys find yourself running into more open wrestling fans? Like, not like out of the closet wrestling fans? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like nowadays, like I can't remember the last time I told somebody like I like pro wrestling and they spoke ill of it. Now, granted, that might have something to do with me being, 6'3", 280 pounds, but at the very minimum, I get so many people that are they say Oh yeah, I used to watch pro wrestling. I haven't in a while, but I liked it when I was younger. But I've been finding more and more people like openly talking about it. Like my two of my coworkers, my employees, because I got promoted. Thank you, everybody. But one of them, she's a fanatic about pro wrestling, like the Bloodline, Roman Reigns, all that shit. And then we got this other new hire, and she loves the golden age of wrestling because that's what her grandma watched, and she talks so highly of that shit. But
that's always crazy to me. Like so many people's especially old Southern grandmothers, is who got people, and that's literally who got me into wrestling too. My grandmother, like Ric Flair and all that, bro. Like she used to tell me, like if I had ever met Ric Flair before your granddaddy, you wouldn't be here, like shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's always white, black, no matter what. Like it's always crazy to me. People's grandmother, the ones that got them into wrestling.
So really quick, last year we stumbled into the post Mania bar after Sunday night, right? And when I tell you this is surreal, you know what I'm saying? I can't even. I'm not gonna be like the douchey dude, like, oh, it was a million wrestlers in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was a million of these WWE guys, but it didn't matter because Ric Flair came and stood right there, right? When I tell you this old crypt keeper looking dude had this young 20-something looking up at him with the stars in her eyes. Like, I don't care if it ain't got the same speed. That young lady was going to ride Space Mountain if she got a ticket. I promise you. Right. And it was one of those things. It was the first time, like, you see the guy, and it doesn't matter, man. I think Richard Flair is, or whatever his real name was, that's gone. The dude we seen at that bar, man, Rick is really that guy, man. So when you say, listen, if Buddy had got a hold of Grandma, he might have changed lives. Because Shorty, he really is that. He really is that. Man, listen. I remember so Saturday mornings was Flair. Like so Flair, Dusty, like that. Those promos, that's wrestling for me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Like, I don't know what it was like in our area. Like we didn't get WWE. Like even though like I'm in Ohio, I'm not that far from y'all. Like we got fucking WCW, all that, you know what I'm saying? Like Saturday night, all of that Crockett, like that's what we got. Like it wasn't even like we were South or nothing, but like, and that's what I grew up on too. And like my mom worked for Time Warner, so like I got all the WCW shit. Like I didn't get into WWE till like DX and like, you know what I'm saying, Attitude Era shit. But like I was straight WCW growing up, no matter what.
Yo, do like black non-wrestling fans love Flair as much as like just regular wrestling fans? Like, is he embraced by the culture as much as I've heard?
Yes.
He's on a Migos song.
Yeah,
that should tell you everything you know.
The Migos rap group did a song with Ric Flair in the fucking video. Like, yeah. He's part of the culture, whether you like wrestling or not. Like, niggas know who Ric Flair is.
Y'all seen the 30 for 30 with that dude, right?
Yeah.
That shit is one of the most unintentionally hilarious fucking things I've ever seen in my life, bro. And I love it too, because as a man, because it's great, because depending who's watching it determines the outcome you get out of that motherfucker. Because as a man, I find that shit one of the most refreshing, unapologetically unfiltered interviews I've ever heard in my life. Just the quote where they asked him if he tried to be monogamous. Like, dude, did you try to be a family man? And he says, yeah, I tried it for about a day and I wanted to blow my brains out, essentially, is what the fucking guy said. And dude, I lose my shit, but I look over at my wife and she is fucking pissed. Like, she is so angry. And my wife and I click on a sense of humor. We find a million things equally funny together. Like that's like our bond, is our sense of humor. But no, there was no meeting in the middle on that 30 for 30, bro. Nah, not there.
Nah, man. Rick is really that. Like Rick was out here getting a lot of coochie. You know what I mean? We don't know what happened on that plane. You know what I'm saying? He tried to turn it into a helicopter, but things. He's been that guy for a long, long time.
Facts.
I wonder when he turned into that guy. Like when did the switch flip?
Yeah,
from,
like when like his real personality just got thrown out completely.
Like I'm wondering when that transformation took place.
Probably after that plane crash. You walk away from a plane crash, it'll change your life.
I always thought that too. Like, I mean, for a motherfucker, like, especially the life he lived and everything, and like for him to walk away from that, like, that had to have been like, you know what? Fuck all this. I'm about to fuck all these bitches, do all these drugs, blow this money. Like, who knows when I'm gonna leave again? It's
true.
over.
Yeah, fuck, dude. I didn't think of that. Yeah, man. I bet you walk out away from a plane crash. I bet you try a million things that beforehand you were too scared to do.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the only thing I could think of. Like, why, whatever, like you said, whatever the fuck his real name is, why that man died. That man died in a plane crash, and Ric Flair walked out of that bitch.
Fuck, dude. Yeah, I love Ric Flair, man. With all the flaws, he's just a fascinating fucking person. Although I will say, I think the latest documentary that like WWE was putting together, I don't know. I think I'm done watching the documentaries on. The guy's had a lot. Like I don't know what new there is to cover with Flair.
Well, I mean, this one, I guess they had to tell the, you know what I mean, all that
Bad
him about to die and all that. And
right.
That's true.
So, I mean, we all know the stuff about Reed. We all know the stuff about him and his daughter. But yeah, I think that last one was them telling that story. Like, look, man, I almost kicked it. And you know, I'm still here trying to put on matches, but I got to put a shirt on now because I got that scar.
Yeah,
that thing looks gross.
Oh shit, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's why you wore the shirt. Yeah, because I mean, it's not like the man ever really had a body to show off to begin with.
Right.
I didn't put two together.
That man was the invention of dad bod. He didn't give a fuck.
Yeah. He looked old. Like he looked old at like fucking 30. Like the guy just, some people just look old.
Hey, City Miles, man, but there's a switch there too, because there was like the end of WCW Flair when he cut his hair and he kind of looked a little different. It still wasn't that bad. There was like maybe like 15 years ago, maybe like Evolution time, maybe I don't know, is where he started to kind of
look old,
really show the miles.
And also it didn't help whenever he had that match at Mania, I think it was, against Vince McMahon, and then you saw the difference in the physiques. Like I remember that was one where I was like, fuck, dude. There's like really two multiple different ways that you can take your body into old age.
Yeah,
man. Did you guys happen to catch Revolution by any chance?
Yeah, I just finished it today.
You did? What'd you think of that?
It was mid, like we said it was gonna be. I mean,
I thought it was pretty good.
No, I mean it was good.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good. I mean, but their pay-per-views are always good. Like that's one thing they always deliver. And we talked about that.
So you docking a couple points because of the lackluster story and build going into it.
Yeah, none of those fucking matches we knew there was a story to, except for what, one or two maybe. And the other one, and the ones that did, the fucking story's been going on for 17 months now. So it's like,
yeah,
they don't have a lot of pay-per-views, man. So that's exactly what it's gonna look like. Is there's a lot of time, because like what do you do now? Like all the Fallout comes tomorrow, or you know what I mean, whenever, Wednesday this week. And we're gonna start some new stories, and some stuff's gonna keep going on. But I'm like, when the next pay-per-view is way down the road. So I don't know. It's a gift and a curse with them. But the one thing I will say is, their matches usually deliver.
Yeah, I mean, that's my thing too. Like you said, it's like they either start shit right when the pay-per-view starts, or they drag shit out to the pay-per-view. Like there's no like in between with them. And I again, like you said, it's a gift and a curse. That's on them. But like some of these matches we got, like regardless of when a pay-per-view is, like some of the shit they didn't need to continue. Like the Jungle Boy and Christian, like I know they both got hurt and it was some shit in between, but like the match was all right, and I loved the match. But like, we didn't need this blow-off match. That was somebody else could have been there. The Wardlow and Samoa Joe. Didn't we just see this fucking match 3 weeks ago? Like it was just like,
I feel like the matches were necessary, but maybe they weren't required for the pay-per-view's runtime.
Right.
Although
exactly.
I will say
That's what I'm
this,
saying.
AEW shortened it, I think, down to 3.5 hours, opposed to the last one where they did 4.5. So that alone made it more refreshing.
Yeah.
If you were going to clip anything from it, though, I'm not going to make that call which one, but I would say like, you know,
I'm not. No. I'm not saying
3 hours
like.
is my ideal time, honestly.
No, I'm not. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying like clip it from the pay per view. I'm saying like it shouldn't have been on the pay per view. Like some of these could have been blowouts we got on Dynamite, and we could have got some different stories or better stories in the place of these ones. Like I said, the Wardlow shit. If it's a TV match, TV title match, put that shit on fucking regular TV. We didn't need to have that match again on the pay per view. The Christian one, that one's
because
just
there
been
wasn't
going
really
on.
a big reveal there.
No.
I could say
Yeah,
that.
I think though you got to look at what they were trying to do with this pay per view. If you look at the folks who won, they were pushing their guys.
Right.
Like this was them telling a story of these are the guys that are winning are guys that are for the most part born and bred here, or what they did over at WWE was so kind of like, I guess, insignificant, or it didn't
Right.
work so bad that really they thought of first as AEW folks anyway. Like those are the folks who won. You know what I'm
No,
saying? They were
this was
kind
their
of
pillar guys for sure.
Yeah.
Like that's not. I mean, I'm not questioning that at all. My thing is just like, give me some other shit, man. Like we just saw most of these matches at the last pay per view. You know what I'm saying? Like even though it was 12 years ago, we still saw these matches then.
yeah, I think you just got to look at the purpose of what they're doing. Like, and that's the one thing is you got to look at what they're doing and why they're doing it. And some folks, I mean, you're gonna get matches that get run back because then the opposite is what we're gonna get at Mania in a few weeks, which is with the exception of really the Bloodline, almost the same thing. Like, where are the bills?
Yeah,
Where are the
true.
bills?
No, very true
Right?
there.
But all that the amount of like focus, and it's perfect that it's in Hollywood, right? Because all the storyline telling they're doing, but like with the Bloodline stuff, it's like all focus, all their booking is going there directly. So outside of that, it's kind of the same thing. So I mean, I think booking in 2023, you know, with some exceptions, has just kind of been.
Yeah, I mean that's been, like you said, that's kind of the gist of 2023 on both ends, from the booking, but outside of the Bloodline, and I guess you could say the MJF storyline shit, everything has been ass.
You've been kind
For
of
the most
jaded,
part.
man. Why are you so jaded, Aaron?
I don't know if I could say it was terrible. Just nothing's been great.
Right. Well, because we hyped everything up with Triple H coming back and all AEW getting back all their big name guys and shit and everything, and it's been lackluster. It's all been mid as hell. Like, I wouldn't say ass. Everything's been
hit
mid.
a peak, and you can't hold that peak. You know what I mean? You
Right.
have to come down a little bit, and then you're so fresh off from hitting such good highs, it almost makes things seem a little worse off than they really are. Because to be honest, like, I mean, you know me, like the joke is I'm the AEW stan, but really what it is I just like walk into like every situation ready to be entertained. Like I try to be like the least, I don't know how to say, like pessimistic. Not saying that you are, RN. You're
No, I am.
You're far from pessimistic. But like nothing really ever like nothing there on the show was I like bummed out. Actually, to tell you the truth, the only thing that was kind of like a bummer to me, believe it or not, wasn't so much like a match itself, but like the Elite felt kind of like an afterthought.
I'm glad though.
I'm super happy that not Blackpool Combat Club, they all fucking tapped out this weekend. But that House of Black won finally. We've been calling for that ever since Malachi's return. But the Elite just felt kind of like I don't know, like they're just like kind of inconsequential. Like they never really were able to pick up any momentum after Brawl Out. You know what I mean? They had a couple cool matches with Top Flight and stuff, but I'm happy where the trios titles are going. But I'm just wondering, like, that's the only like questionable thing is like, what are you gonna do with them?
The party's over. The party's over. He came out with Callus today. Omega. So we're back to heel Omega,
Okay.
singles action Omega. You
I
know,
hope
they
so.
I think they did
Yeah.
something. Him and Don Callis did something on social media today. So it looks like the direction is back to business. We're gonna get some because Kenny's in Kenny shape now. And
Right.
and he hasn't been. But I mean, you just started with him and Osprey, and we see it now. We
Yeah,
ready.
once I saw him pick up Brody, that's when I knew I was like, all right, Kenny's back. The
Yeah.
champ is
So
back. That's all I needed to see. Like throughout that match, like you said, like it was an afterthought, but I'm not mad at it because like when do the Bucks really give themselves up or you know what I'm saying, like make themselves kind of in the back burner to prop up another fucking team or another somebody else. They never do that shit. So to me,
They did for
that
year
match,
one. They did for 2019. Like
yeah,
the
I know, but
Elite intentionally kept
yeah,
themselves
they put
away
over
from the
private
titles
party and all that.
year
But again,
one.
that was
Yeah.
literally year one. Since
Hey,
then,
look, man, you asked
fuck
when.
no.
You asked when, Oren. That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm just saying, since then, fuck no. They ain't put nobody over. But this
Well,
match, you could tell they were not put over. I meant like,
well, I'm saying Lucha Bros. They gave Lucha
yeah,
Bros the huge victory in that cage
yeah.
match.
I'm not talking about the wins and losses. I'm talking about where it seems like they kind of took a step back for the other
Yeah.
participants in the fucking match. And last night or whenever that was Sunday, it felt like we're here to make Kenny look good and to make fucking the House of Black look good. That's what it felt like to me. Like I can't remember a Young Buck spot in that match. When the fuck have you ever said that about a Young Bucks match? Whether it was a good spot or not, like I cannot remember one Young Buck spot in that fucking match. I can remember some Kenny shit and I can remember House of Black shit, but I cannot remember an actual Young Buck spot from that match. And to me, like that says something about them, not so much about the competition, about them saying, like, all right, we're gonna put these motherfuckers out in the forefront so we can kind of take a step back.
It was really good, man. I was happy with the outcome too. Like,
yeah,
absolutely.
I thought the match was dope. I thought you know what I mean. I took a peek at most of it. The ending of that match, that little combination is
bro, the double false finish where it was like, oh, here's the win for House of Black, and then it was taken away, and then I was like, oh, here comes the Young Bucks, like the Elite, like comeback, and then that one didn't pan out, and I was like, oh, they did like a double non-finish there.
Buddy Murphy is dope. Like he don't get enough credit. Like that man is fire.
I know. I hate that he's so often like compared to Kenny because I've always thought of. I mean, I see it. I get it.
Right.
Like physically, like yes, like their styles are very similar, but I've always seen the individual in that guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Cruiserweight buddy when he wasn't a fucking cruiserweight, but he was a cruiserweight champ.
That dude was not making 205, bro.
Hell no.
That dude was not making the 205 limit. What else? Oh, you know what? Another highlight on the show though was this seems like the most effort that's gone into the women's wrestling in quite some time. Not saying that it's a perfect storyline, but everything that went on in the championship three-way and with Saraya and Ruby and Britt and Jamie. That was all nice. I feel like there's like they're putting some effort in there. I think that's however you feel about it. I think it's large in part due to Saraya coming over. They see a lot of star power in her and probably want to utilize her better
I don't
than
see
they
it.
have in the past.
Is she okay? Like, is she?
I don't think so. I think she should have stayed retired or at least stayed on the mic. Like Tony Storm should have been put in that position. Like she just seemed, it just seemed off. Like it didn't
Like a
seem
step
like
behind a little
yeah.
bit.
You know what I'm saying? Like which I agree.
Story effort. I feel like they're putting
no.
more effort into telling a story with the women than here's your 10 minutes and then we're going to quickly pan away from y'all. Like they gave the whole after story where Ruby looked like she was going to take the side with the AEW originals and did the swerve. Which
Bird Lady freaks me out, man.
What's the name of that kick? Like her disaster kick, whatnot? Either way, that kick landed flush. Is all I'm saying. Like when she busted that out, man, that was a thing of beauty. But
Tony Storm's ass and Ruby Soho's face are like the only two takeaways I took from that.
What was where did that line come from? They said the suggestion was to call that that running like hip attack. They said Sweet Cheeks music or something like that.
I'll take it.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. Are you saying literally you would like to take that move? Is that what you're?
That's absolutely what I'm saying.
both.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no, I mean it's good all around.
I will sell the fuck out of it too.
It's good all around, man. So the only thing I feel like controversy wise, which right out the gate I think is pretty silly, but I'll ask you guys your take on it, is MJF throwing that cup of it was water, dude. It wasn't tequila. There's no way that shit was just a glass of tequila in the kid's face. Over the kid's shoulder.
Like, what line do you standing? Hey, can I get the 12-ounce tequila?
Right.
Right, that's what I'm
No,
saying.
no. Listen. I don't know if they're, because I've had folks that are in the know, you know what I mean? Folks that really, know some things or whatever in my ear, like, nah, this is legit. That I can't believe it. Like I gotta.
Unless they was pouring up backstage, like what? First of all, what venue sells tequila like that anyway?
Right, they in there. Can I get the supersized tequila?
The only thing I can think of is because I used to do this at like music shows. Is the mom could have snuck the tequila in, and then to not be suspicious, poured it in the cup. You know what I mean? That's the only way I could see you having a loose cup of liquor at an event like that. Is you essentially you provided it yourself,
right? And even if they did, I've never been to a wrestling event and they had tequila like that where you just buy a triple shot.
Nah, the only time I've had a cup that big of alcohol at a wrestling show is if I bought it with me.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which is every wrestling show I've ever been to.
Well, used to when I was drinking, same.
Yeah. Noob says really quick, speaking on the women, he says, Ruby Soho's back to being Ruby, so we're definitely going to get that women's blood and guts match. Saraya, Toni Storm, Ruby Riott, Athena, and Tay Mello. The freelancers against Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, Jade Cargill, Willow Nightingale, and Anna Jay. You think they're gonna put?
But aren't they
Jade on a team though? Jade doesn't seem like a team.
Aren't they
player.
splitting those folks up? Like some of them, like Athena is ROH, right? Like now ROH is.
I thought so, but
I think this is Noob's fantasy booking of the Blood and Guts match.
Shout out to Noob, man.
Yeah. Noob. I don't know how Noob is Noob constantly on your stuff too, man.
No.
This dude supports like 1 million podcasts. I don't know how he does it, but he's like the most supportive.
That's dope, man.
He shows up at so many.
He's at every one of our shows for sure.
Yeah.
No, my thing is I'm not into the Ring of Honor shit. Like I don't think they're gonna do it justice. Like I don't think that I want it to be what it should be, but I just don't think it is because you can't trust a cokehead behind with the pin, and it's like he can keep up with the. He can't keep up with the storylines and shit he has going on with one promotion. How the fuck is he going to do it with another one?
You have to think he's got someone else doing it. There's no way. There's no way that dude's booking all of AEW and now gonna book Ring of Honor. Like,
why would you not think that? You even said it yourself. He has 6 different jobs.
No, I know, but I feel like this is where like there's not enough hours in the day. Like this is where it runs out. Unless he's got like 2K22 or something, and he's just got universe mode, and he just like toggles next week, sees what universe mode pops up, writes it down, sends it off. Like this is what we're doing.
I mean, shit. I mean,
the good folks over at 2K.
I'm gonna say it's better storylines than what he does now. So I mean,
either way. So why I brought up MJF to begin with was. Supposedly that's it was too far for a heel to throw liquid. For one, I saw the clip and it looked like it was more the gesture than actually anything, because he does like throw it over the kid's shoulder so it doesn't blast the kid directly in the face. So I think he tried to look out for the kid there. But either way, I get it. The kid was kind of dejected, wasn't really into the show. Was kind of like just like a bystander caught and all that stuff. But the argument is MJF's a heel that takes his role seriously. Is this too far, or is this just like this is what you get in pro wrestling and when you go to a live show?
MJF spit on a kid one time. Like spat on the goddamn like Ted. A little bit of water is par for the course.
Right.
Listen, here's the thing. The one thing I've always respected about MJF is he's understood the difference between being a bad guy and a cool heel, right? He's never gone for the cool heel thing. So, you know who ends up being cool heels? People who put on really good wrestling matches, right? And I think he knew that him and Brian Danielson, Daniel Bryanson, whichever one it is in whatever order, I don't know.
We got Daniel Bryan. We got a mixer of both that night, to be honest with you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But he knew they was going to cook, right? So that being the case, you have to do something else you don't want no love.
Right.
You want to, you know what I'm saying? You want to piss these people off. Let me throw the water on the kid. I'm going to go in to the press conference. I'm going to talk crazy. I'm going to sub Roman Reigns to piss off the folks that, really buy into the tribalism. I'm going to do this weird thing where I'm going to talk about these great pickles. And then I'm going to get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like he did, I think he knows his destination very well. He knows where he's trying to go. And that's the car he get in, and he knows that he's not gonna get love. But I think that's the point.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like we're just not used to heels being fucking heels.
Yeah,
we're used to heels wanting to kiss babies and fucking high five people in the crowd after they do a dope ass move. We're not used to heels spitting on us, flipping us the bird, and throwing a shot in my face. Like that. I mean that's what this all boils down to. Is like we got so fucking used to these dudes trying to be cool and trying to be baby faces when they weren't. Now, like the same thing with like Corbin to me. Like I think that's why Corbin never gets any real love, because he was being a real heel and not trying to get your love. And that's why he gets the heat he gets. And the same thing with MJF. Like he's not trying to take pictures. Even when he does take pictures with fans, he's flipping the fucking camera off or something, or fucking got him in a headlock or something. There is no cool shit. Like you said, like he wants to be hated. And to me, that's the only reason why I like him. Like, before last night, I didn't think he was good in the ring. I thought his matches were okay, but a lot of it was because he only wrestles 3 times a fucking year. But like,
that's terrible.
It is terrible. But like, and even some of his antics and shit, I didn't like. But I like the fact that he is a fucking heel. He's supposed to be hated. We're supposed to throw shit in the ring after his matches and shit like we used to do back in the day. Bust that nigga in the head with a fucking Coke and shit. Like, we're supposed to do all that shit. Like, that's what wrestling and being a heel is about. And that's why I like him, because he is maybe the only real heel in wrestling right now, if we're being 100% honest.
Hey, one last thing about that the young mother and the kid. Listen, I have a black mother, right? And I had a black mother that took me to a bunch of wrestling when I was younger. And I am fully aware that if you snatched a cup of liquor out of my mother's hand, and B, you threw it on me, that was going to go from an Iron Man match to a 3-way dance, introducing Connie coming to the goddamn ring. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and she wouldn't have lost. Like, you know what I'm saying? So my mother would have been AEW champion as we sit here. You know what I'm saying?
So we got the All Elite graphic afterwards by Tony Khan on Twitter.
Absolutely. Moms is all elite.
Yo, you smack that fucking white Zinfandel or snatch that white Zinfandel out of Hayes' hand and then throw it on me. It's homicide shit. It's like New Jack when he beat that kid up and stabbed him and shit. That's what type of match it was gonna be. So that's why I'm like, all right, my G. All right.
Yeah. One of the reasons why like I said that I've just had to like regress from Twitter is I get baited by all the soft people, man. That just think of the child's feelings, think of this and that. And it's like, dude, this is just,
man, fuck them kids, bro.
There you go. Thank you, man. Yeah. It's too much. I think he did a fantastic job. I thought that was awesome. Plus the match was fucking amazing, dude. You know, it's obviously recency bias, but easily one of the best Iron Man matches I think I've ever seen in my life.
And he got that Chris Jericho effect, bro. Like where he's dabbed by 1 week and then he shows up to the fucking pay-per-view with a 19-pack and shit. Like where the fuck did that come from?
God, I think those guys just did not leave the fucking treadmill.
Right.
The thing they just literally hopped on a treadmill 4 weeks ago and just kept it going. Anything else about that show stand out to you guys, like particular?
There was something else.
I mean, I got the card in
cannot
front of me
remember,
if you
though.
need a refresher.
I'm hype about Hobbs if
Oh,
we really get some shit.
Oh man, my man setting it off, getting the second one against Jericho. Man, shout out to the guy Starks.
Yeah, man.
Starks is a
Ricky
star.
Starks. That was the only match I
Starks
missed.
is a star.
Yeah. That was the only match I missed on the night.
Like you
That's
said,
actually the only match I saw live.
yeah, I did. That was the only one I saw live too, and I cut that shit off because I had shit to do. But yeah, like you said, they were showing us like these are our guys moving forward. Like, and I was happy that Starks was one of those people because like I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't think he was gonna fucking win. I thought it would be some Guevara interference or some shit. Like, I just didn't think he was gonna win. And I ain't gonna lie, I popped when he won that shit.
Hey man, I really think as big of a trash bag as I think Chris Jericho is, like I really think he wants to put over Ricky Starks. He
Right.
wants to put over Action Andretti. That's the Maryland, you already know.
Yeah.
But I think he does want to put over the guys that he chooses to put over.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think he'll be told who to put over.
That's why I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if Ricky was one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? Like the Andretti shit, like that shit don't happen unless Jericho wants it to happen. I don't give a fuck how much Tony's Khan or whatever says. Like that only happens if he fucks with that guy. So, but again, like with the shit with Ricky Starks, like it was just going like every feud Jericho's ever had where you think they're gonna win, and then of course he hits some shit or something happens in Jericho Society's arms raised at the end of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to me, that's what it felt like. I'm like, fuck, we about to get another one of them. So when he won, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, that makes me feel good because if Jericho fucks with him and took the L to him on the fucking first match of the pay-per-view, that means something. That means that TK was like, TK had to be behind him. Like, Jericho, do you want to do it? And nigga said, yeah. So it's like, that's why when you said like that struck out to me. Like, this pay-per-view is, like you said, to set up their pillars moving forward for the next year. Shit, maybe next 5 years. Who fucking knows?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Speaking of Andretti, man, y'all see anything out of that kid? It just seems like such a left field pick. I love it. I mean, but that's why it works too.
Right.
It's somebody nobody expects. But,
so Action Andretti is I don't know if he moved on, if he got that belt taken off of him, but it was the MCW Maryland Championship Wrestling champion. Like, so I've seen him get busy before. The kid's nice, man. I love that they did the 1, 2, 3 kid.
Exactly. That's what I was
Ramon
thinking.
thing deal. But
yeah.
I mean, I thought Action was dope here when I saw him, you know what I'm saying, in Joppatown, Maryland. So yeah, I mean, hey, it's something different.
Yeah, and that's like the annoying part about wrestling fans, and I think just people in general. You scream that you want something different. You scream you want to see something like a certain way, and then the moment you get it, like people are quick to criticize, and it's just it's no one's ever truly happy. I'll say, I think the verdict. Obviously, the kid is so young. You can't really predict. Like he's not a blue chip. You know what I mean? You don't see him and you're guaranteed stardom. But at the same time, you do see like the kid's got a hell of a foundation. He can go in the ring. He's got a good look. You just gotta find something to bite on that sticks. I think over on WWE side, that was a problem we had with Dominic Mysterio. We were just like, this kid, when he was just the white meat babyface with his dad, tagging with his dad, it was just like, how the fuck are you ever going to stand on your own 2 feet and find a character that people latch on to? And then you get this prison dom, and it's one of my favorite fucking things every week.
I will say we were one of the only podcasts that stuck with Dominic. We were riding with that motherfucker since the beginning, and we told these motherfuckers
it wasn't always a good ride. But we knew.
A good ride.
We knew.
But I knew, like,
hey,
I could just
shout
tell
out to
that
y'all
he was gonna be something.
Shout out to y'all for getting in the cab with the meth. You know what I mean, the meth head. And be like, you know what? He's gonna get me there. Hey, because to be honest, they did. Listen. it's the most impressive thing they've done in quite some time for me.
Facts.
Because I hate it. I'm like, you can't wrestle without a shirt. You know what I mean? You come in here and you're supposed to be. You can't talk. Your voice is terrible. Like, I don't like you. You know what I mean? I hate your stupid face. Like, I hated everything about him. And then all of a sudden, you know, he did that stint. You know what I mean? Prison changes a man.
Prison change. And my thing is like, it ain't even that so much that we liked him. It's just that I could tell that his dad was holding him back. You know what I'm saying? Like, not holding him back like that, but the fact that, you know what I'm saying, I don't think he could be who he could be as long as he's standing next to
with your dad. You know
as long as you standing next to Ray, there was not much more we were gonna look at him as or think of him as. Anything he did it was gonna say he was copying his dad and shit like that. I wanted him to be a disciple of Seth Rollins. That's how fucking far back I was riding. Like, bro, have him turn on Ray then when he put his eye out and shit and all that, whatever. Like, and we probably maybe would have got this even before, but I think he had to go through this shit because, like you said, that prison shit, bro, prison changes a man, bro. Like, that shit is fucking fire, yo. Like, everybody laugh. I'm like, bro, that shit is dope.
Every week.
I just need his tear, bro.
Dude. Yes, the pen teardrop that the production makes sure to fucking get a close-up of every single week. Make sure that you see it.
Right.
Oh, man. The delusional like side of it, it's perfect because, you know, it's so easy to try to create this bigger persona that you know is fake, but then you know with Dominic it comes so naturally because he is like, you know, a kid who's probably was a little delusional, a little spoiled, maybe not, you know, not necessarily like bad, but it's hard to be fully grounded when you fucking grow up and your dad's Rey Mysterio. So
not even as much Gucci as them motherfuckers had on every time they was on screen. Like, they didn't grow up normal.
Yeah.
Well, he's still coming. If you notice, that's still an off-white flannel he comes to the ring with every week. So he's still doing that.
Yeah.
No, but it's with the proper amount of flair.
Exactly. Like I said, just everything about it. Like I said, we called it. Like, we rolled with him. Like I said, we went to the wrong side of town a couple times, got off on the wrong exits and shit. But I just knew, like, you can't have that much degrees of wrestling. Like, what is he, third or fourth generation fucking wrestler or something like that? Like, you can't be that. You can't be that and not have something there. Like, I'm not saying all of them become stars or all of them are good, but like, that shit's in his fucking blood.
Yeah, I love it too because we used to compliment his wrestling so much, and now it's the furthest thing that we actually think of is his in-ring ability.
Right.
Like, it's all character work.
Listen, I keep telling folks, I said something a couple of weeks ago, man. I feel like pro wrestling in general seems to be able to not fumble the guy who's great on the mic over the guy who's great in ring. Right. They've been able to, if this guy, he might not be great in the ring, but if he can if he can cut a promo, we can fix it. And I think that a great deal of what's been good in pro wrestling, listen, there are a million guys who can do a million flips, a million, you know what I mean?
Ricochet, Cedric Vanilla come to mind.
All sorts of, no, we're not going to do that. But what gets over to the masses of folks that can, you know what I mean? That got them lyrics, you know what I'm saying? That can get on the mic and entertain you without getting punched in the face, without bleeding, without.
I mean, like I said, you said it, like Trevor, like Ricochet, like he should be a top star in the world, but he sucks on the fucking mic, and nobody can really get behind him. Like, he doesn't touch anybody when he's on the mic. Cedric Alexander, I call him Cedric Vanilla, like he's dope.
Though. Huh? That's booking though, right? It's because when have we gotten really chances for them niggas to really get on the mic like they could?
But he was in fucking what was it, Lucha Underground? They put a mask on him and made Conan his fucking his mouthpiece and shit.
Yeah, they could have did it. They could with Prince Puma, all that. You can do that, but then do it because it was over there when he was in Lucha Underground. Yeah. He was over there.
He must have been a baby, dude.
Everybody can't be goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, greatest MC.
That's what I'm saying, and I think that's what holds. That's what holds a lot of people back that we thought should be something. Like I said, like Cedric Alexander, like to me, like he was probably one of my favorite wrestlers on the indies and shit. But like they gave him the mic and Lucha I mean, not Lucha, but 305 Live and all that shit. And like a few times on Raw, I'm like, he is ass as fuck on the mic, bro. Like I call him Cedric Vanilla because like I can't remember. Like it's just bland as shit, bro. Like no nothing when he talks. Like that's why I loved when they put him in the Hurt Business. So I'm like, all right, so MVP can talk for him and fucking Shelton because they're both trash on the mic. So you know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like that is a big part that I don't think people
trash
work
on the mic is a. I think trash from the mic is I think it's an unfair expectation. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody ain't going to do nothing because nobody is going to call someone like a Roman Reigns who can put on a great main event and is good on the mic now.
Right.
Nobody's going to call him trash in ring when he's, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I don't know. Especially guys like Shelton and said.
But my thing with them is like they've had their chances, like and nothing's changed. That's why I'm saying they're trash. Shelton's been wrestling 20-some years. Like there was no progression with them on a mic ever. And Cedric as well. Like Cedric had chances to be better and to make it work on the mic, and he just never did. Like never. Like, and that's the part with me why I say they're trash on the mic because they've had shots at it and it just never turned in.
Nah, see, I don't think they
decent.
I don't think they really had. I don't think they were put in a position to be the dude.
Well, no.
I mean,
in WWE for sure, no black wrestler really is put in a position because they don't know how to book niggas at all. Like if you get over, but they don't know how to put black wrestlers in a position.
I don't think that's just WWE. I think that's
that's absolutely ever, but specifically WWE because that's what we see and where we see the most people of color at. Like they like because even with Bobby Lashley,
we had Booker T, bro.
Man, fuck that. I hate
Booker T. Didn't Booker T didn't Booker T lose in the most racist storyline of all time?
Did Facts. Too, man. I'm fucking with RN. He notoriously
because he knows I hate Booker T.
He pretty much paints Booker T as like an Uncle Tom. So I always fuck with him with that shit.
That's another double-edged sword. I can see where Booker T's had a lot of bad things to say about a lot of pro wrestlers. He's also pulled up some folks, so it's just, you know what I mean. It's a give and take kind of thing.
It was I don't like when he watched Roxanne Perez win that belt. I really, man.
Oh yeah,
he loved that shit, man.
Yeah, that was his girl. He trained her. Like I get that, but my thing is just like the total package of Booker T. Like it's not just. Yes, he said some shitty things about people of color or wrestlers of color, but also too the shucky duck quack quack all that bullshit like that.
I love that shit, man. I love me.
I know you do. You're white.
Quack,
That's why you love
bro.
it. But as a nigga, I don't like it at all. Like it's shucking and jiving for these white folks. That's what comes to my mind as he's shucking and jiving.
Is it specifically because he says shuck?
Oh fuck, dude.
Probably yeah.
Yo,
because he's not dancing no more, you know what I'm saying?
No more. He did. He just came to Royal Rumble. All he did was dance.
He did the spin in the Royal Rumble, man. Come on, man.
That's the deal now at this point.
We've all tried to spin a Rooney to varying degrees of success.
That's true. I ain't gonna front on that. That's true.
No, we all tried it. Come on.
Hey, what's worse, Vince McMahon spin a Rooney or his mustache?
I just saw the mustache today.
Oh,
bro, that's
I don't know. He looked creepy. Like
he's just trying to go in disguise to get back into Gorilla.
I mean,
I think it's
turn.
Right. I think it was that thing where, like, you know how a guy gets out of the military and he grows that beard because he's had to shave it for so long. I think he felt like he needed to be clean shaven for whatever business he was conducting from day to day. And then, as soon as he was, not doing that business, he said, "Yeah, let's try this mustache."
Yeah, before I croak, let me see what this looks like.
Yeah,
everything he does makes my flesh crawl. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Like it just all feels creepy to me.
It does. I ain't gonna lie, man. I have the utmost respect for his accomplishments over the years, but anytime his name is brought up now, I brace myself. I don't expect good things whenever I hear Vince's name brought up. You know what I mean? Like that's all. Like
I'm at a point now where I've always kind of I'll say it like this. None of that stuff surprised me to an extent, but also, the dudes that came up in that time, it was a nasty time, champ.
Right. Madman, all that. Not even that, just an old rich white dude. Like, I mean, like, I don't. I mean, none of it, like you said, none of it surprised me, man. Do what you want, bro. Like, fucking pair off, shut her up, bye. Like, I mean, that like none of that surprised me. And like I said, like it's people that do NDAs and all types of stuff we hear about all the time. Like, he just got outed. Like, I feel bad about, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got outed for it, but like people do that shit like in corporate world all the time.
You know what
right.
I mean? They do. They have expiration dates and they ran up.
I just don't see how you could look at his character on screen, making people kiss his ass and fake BJ
and
fucking
not think there was like a fucking psycho.
Yeah, not think that there was some red flags.
Some testosterone fueled psychopath at the helm there. Yeah.
It's
the most
very pro wrestling.
The most surprising thing that came out of that was people acting surprised. Like that was like
I think the key word there is acting.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
clutching their pearls. Fuck out of here.
Back to what you guys were saying. I agree with you, man. I think being mid to poor on the mic and a great in-ring technician will hold you back more than vice versa. I've always said that
Miz has been multiple time champion.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always said that The Rock was, I didn't think like what he did between the ropes was anything too special.
I completely disagree.
Yeah. From a technician standpoint.
No, he wasn't.
Not from orchestrating the crowd. He knew how
to
work the
not
audience.
even that stuff. I didn't think Rock had a million flips and stuff, but everything he did in that ring was tight. Like it wasn't just a guy who was good in the mic. And I like his DDT better than Jake's. Like everything Rock did in ring was crispy.
You know the closest person to that DDT now is the Miz. You know that? If you look, you can see the Miz's if I'm recalling, didn't The Rock kick his leg out to swing like that extra momentum, or was it just a slap and then down? I can't remember.
I'd have to look at it again to specifically remember the motion. I just remember that thing. It looked so clean. Everything that he did was like it was no wasted motion. Like it was, he was giving you crisp movement and fluid. You know what I mean? It was great. Anytime you saw him in a match, it wasn't just a bunch of moves.
My favorite.
And that, to me, that goes back to the third and fourth generation shit. Like, I agree with you. Like, I didn't think Rock was like Bret Hart or whatever, but I thought that he was snug and he was tight. And like you said, everything he did had a purpose.
He had an arsenal and he perfected it. You know what I mean? He didn't.
I just wonder why his calves was out on his boots. Why his boots was low cut in the back?
He was like some cheerleader go-go boots type shit. Like I always
had like
some
apple bottom boots,
right,
with the fur.
Fucking.
I never thought about that. Like, why did he have his calves out? Like, did he like his calves that much?
I don't know. Like, it was like regular boots in the front. Like, it was high.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know some of the folks wear like the low boots. But his is high in the front.
It's like them Forces slippers where they're like Forces in the front and like the Nike flip-flops in the back type shit.
Dude, I'm gonna have to go back and see this. Like, I don't even recall ever looking at his feet.
Yeah, his whole calf is out. Like, it's like a strap.
No, like now that you say it, yeah. Like I remember the back of the Rock's leg, and I see a bare calf, and I remember the front, and I do remember the boot. I never put two and two together that the back half of the boot is missing.
Like,
it's not like boots.
It's not like the whole thing. It's literally just the part where his calf is.
Yeah.
Oh no, man! I never thought of that shit. My favorite Rock in-ring story was that, if I recall it correctly, that the People's Elbow was obviously, like most stuff, was created on the house show circuit, but I think it was like the first time he hit it, he broke Triple H's nose. It was in a match against Triple H on a house show, and if I recall the story correct, Triple H hated the move because it looked dumb, and you have to sit there forever to sell for it, right? Going against the psychology of wrestling. But then on top of having to take this move that Triple H notably hated, he took it square to the mush and ended up getting his nose broken on top of that. And then that ended up being The Rock's like signature.
Because I remember him doing the move, right? But then like and them not acknowledging it at first.
Right.
And I'm like, every week he's doing it though. And I'm talking to Math. I'm like, cuz that's a thing. Like that's the
Trying to
thing.
make
And
that a
then
thing.
a week or two later, it had a name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. People's elbow. Shit. No
Shout out to Brother Math too.
Yeah, shout out to Cuz, man. Shout out to Cuz. Shout out Cal, Mimi, Drip, whole squad, man. Shout out to Lovely, you know what I mean, my tag team partner or something else. Shout out to my man.
How many
like
people
I said,
are on
Brown.
Black Wrestling, by the way? Black Wrestling.
So it's the core 5, right? So it's myself, Cal, Mimi, Drip, and Math. You know what I'm saying? And some weeks you get all 5 of us like Voltron. Sometimes you get the arms up addition. Sometimes you get the legs. So you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get one arm. You know what I mean? Pirate hook. Like it all. We call kind of mix it up, to kind of give you different angles and flavors. Because listen, everybody comes on and recaps the week in wrestling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody.
Yeah.
And I think for us, more so than trying to give you the news and give you the dirt and the juice or whatever, we want to just give you kind of our we're going to be entertaining every single week because we are who we are. And we want to give you the insight because a lot of us, we've been watching for, decades at this point, some of us. And then, you got Drip as the young guy. And so there's different perspectives and we just come up, try to give y'all something entertaining, something different than what you've heard all week on all these other shows and podcasts.
And that's pretty much the vein we're in. Like I said, there's some shows literally where we might talk about wrestling for 10 fucking minutes and we're like, damn, this is a wrestling podcast.
Yeah, no, we
yeah. I'm gonna be honest. The most pro wrestling thing that happened this week was a live comedy special on Saturday night, right?
Right. That Chris Rock.
Oh, dude, I meant to ask about that shit. Have you seen it yet?
Yes.
I didn't
watch
watch
live.
I know the headlines. I know he goes in. I can't fucking wait, bro.
Everybody deserved it. I think he deserved, a chance to get what he had to get off his chest and them folks, you know what I mean?
And I don't think it was that bad. Like it was a lot of people like shitting on him. Like I seen like the last, whatever it was, the part with just the Will Smith. Like I did watch that. Like, and all this shit, like people were giving him shit about, like, what did you expect this man to say? He slapped him in the face in front of the whole world. Like, he was definitely going to have some shit to get off his chest.
For one,
absolutely.
A, you slapped a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
And he had time. B, you slapped a comedian and you're Will Smith going through all the Will and Jada shit.
Mm-hmm.
You honestly just set up a quarter to half of the man's material for the fucking next show that he does. He probably could go do a half hour just on that shit and everything coming out off of it. Yeah. No, I'm excited to watch that. I think that's the first Chris Rock special. I'm actually like excited for it in a long time. And it really is. It is really from the incident from the Oscars and stuff like that. And then
there's shit on like TikTok where you can just watch that part. If you don't want to watch the whole thing.
No, I want to watch the whole thing. I love stand up, man. And then I do love that he. I guess a big part of it is he goes in on selective outrage. I think like one of the things is just like all the virtue signaling from your iPhone, which is made by fucking like child labor and shit like that. I think just some of the shit that makes most sense. You know what it is, like the old man shit. He knows how to appeal to the demographic.
Yeah, like it was everything he said. Like I said, I just watched the part about the Will Smith shit. Like everything he said was right, and like you said, like you set this man up. So,
dude, Will Smith was like my hero as a kid, and fuck, dude, like I don't hate Will Smith now, but the shine has been taken off of the man. Ever since like the Jada shit. It's not my business. You know what I mean? Like every married couple goes through their shit. It's no one's business. But at the same time, you fucking did an interview. Like you did a fucking on TV special and just let your wife fucking interview you after like she cheated on you.
Oh, he brought that up.
Like
that was yeah.
Like ever since then, I've had a hard fucking time. I've had a hard time because I was like,
oh, not to mention she was fucking your son's friend.
Your son's friend, buddy, dude. That's a. Oh my god, no, that's a rough one. That's a rough one.
Yeah, but then she interviewed. This is the thing, like, she had whatever she had, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like she had a situation, but then
Entanglement.
how do you get him to agree to sit on Facebook, right? And be like, all right, I did you wrong. How does that make you?
Right. Like,
Like,
bruh,
what kind of sick, like pro wrestling, Jake the Snake in,
It's
you know what I mean,
fucking dark,
89?
man. It's dark.
Like Ultimate Warrior. I thought, yeah,
listen,
you thought
I
I
don't
was helping
advocate
you.
violence on women, but how he didn't fucking go across that table on her, bro. Like, you got me fucked. Like, I couldn't even fathom that. Like, like you said, I couldn't even think of that. Like, in terms of like a wrestling like promo or anything. Like, bro, like, you what? And on Facebook I couldn't, like, it still throws me off.
Nah, man. Yeah, it's fucking. That's a tough one, bro. That's a tough one. And like I said though, ever since then, the shine of like my childhood hero and Will Smith has definitely fucking faded on that shit.
I know. See, I'm again. I don't. I'm not gonna go that far. I think he looks goofy in this situation. I still think he's a great actor.
Mm-hmm.
But see, I think for me, I
That's what puts my defense up though.
you know how
Coming out of the Chris Rock shit, because my wife talks about it. She follows pop culture like I do, and she's like, he came out and he was crying, and by the end of it I was crying, and I was like, yeah, because he's a fantastic fucking actor. I was like, of course you're gonna feel, you know what I mean? It's like I'm jaded by this point. Like that's something like
it's always a work.
Yeah,
Always a
exactly.
work.
In the back of my mind, it's always a fucking work, dude. And
Shout out to Will Smith and MJF.
Right. That's the name of the episode.
oh man, bro, I took my kids swimming today. So as a dad, I try to keep up with my dad checklist going off, right? Teaching them manners, holding the door, how to ride a bike, and then I realized I forgot to teach him how to fucking swim. So I took him to the Y today, and at the Y they have to wear like life jackets, and the pool starts at I think like just shy of 4 foot. So my youngest with the life jacket, he can't touch. It keeps him too buoyant, and he's fucking dunking his head, and he's freaking out. And so I'm sitting there like holding him, trying to get him on his back, get him to relax, go through the motions, and he just won't stop fucking like crying and at times screaming, and it's embarrassing. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. I was like, listen, man. I was like, okay, you got it out of your system. You've cried, for like 10 minutes. Like, let's fucking do some work now. And that motherfucker cried for almost like an hour. And but I'm getting my money out of this visit, right? I'm not just gonna fucking get up and leave, I'm getting my shit. And after we stayed for about maybe like 2 hours, and he was cool for like the last 15 minutes. And I already know, like anybody else that's been at the pool has heard me cuss at my 4-year-old, has fucking thought like I'm a cruel dad, whatever. I'm trying to teach him the fundamentals. Well, at least him. I wasn't even paying attention to my other son. I'm just happy he didn't fucking drown. And but afterwards, he's chill, because I finally thought, I was like I had a couple things. I was like waving his arms. He chills out in the water. We get out, and we're in the changing room, and I'm like, all right, cool, this nightmare's over. And he fucking looks up at me, and he's like, Dada. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, I love you. Thank you for teaching me how to swim. And I was like, you motherfucker.
Wow, this stuff's making me soft.
You little bastards. Not even just making me soft. Where was this kid in the pool? Where was the appreciative thank for teaching me how to swim? Why did I get crying, freaking out kid in the pool all day? And the second you get out, you're like, oh, that was a blast. I can't wait to come back.
Because you brought him through the journey. Like you put him in the trauma. He survived the trauma because of, and then he recognized that you were the person who brought him through that trauma. And so that is what you get. Like, so it don't sound, what I mean? It doesn't sound as I guess sentimental when you tell the actual story, but that's really what happened. It's like he went through something and he saw like, well, Pops had me though. So
Yeah. Nigga, he didn't let me drown.
yeah.
And by the end,
I
he was
appreciate
getting
that.
it. By the end, he was getting the backstroke. He learned how to relax on his back. Like he actually learned something. I know,
That's
but
it.
but the joke was just there though. Like I was like, bro, like you just screamed for like essentially 2 hours, and you came out and thanked me for it. You're like, that was awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember like same thing with my kid. I'm not teaching him how to swim. I didn't have the patience, so I just put him in the class, right?
Right.
So, first class, he's like, I'm not getting in the water. F that. This is y'all niggas not you're trying to kill me. You're trying to kill me with all this water. He cried, he protested. He got in that goddamn water. We paid the money. And
You're damn
you know
right.
what I mean? Classes. So passed the first level, passed the second level, and it was like, all right, cool. But he still was like, I'm not getting in the pool. Take him to the community pool in the little kiddie part of it. Yeah, this is great. Go swimming. Nah, I ain't fooling with it.
Nah, I'm cool, bro.
Big kids throwing the football in the pool. Boom. I want the little football. I can catch. So boom. The big kids throwing the ball, but in the kiddie pool. But they don't want to play on that end. So they go and play. Long story a little bit longer. Eventually, he realized he has to take a certain test to play in that part of the pool. He learns it's all in that motivation.
Mm-hmm.
He went and played, and in about a month later, he's with the bigger kids. Boom, throwing the ball.
Well, sorry, y'all got boys. I'm gonna tell y'all what it is with my daughter. She was like, I want to go swimming. We were at a family friend's birthday party. I got there a little bit before them. Me and the moms are split up or whatever. They came a little bit after me. She sees me in the pool, 12 feet with my son, runs, jumps in the pool. Every mama in the building, you can hear them, swims over to me and said, Daddy, can we go jump off the diving board now? Every mama in that motherfucker, you can hear them release their breath and shit. And I'm still sitting there like this, like, and my baby's 3 years old. She literally dove from the deep end, swam all the way to me at like 4 or 5 feet and grabbed me and said, can we go jump off the diving board now? That was my daughter's first swim test.
Yeah, some kids take to it, man.
Yeah.
My kids, I just learned like I learned something today because the two things that I've taught them, as like, from like a kid standpoint, not, like teaching them how to talk and walk and all of that shit, was they had opposite experiences. Was like riding a bike. My oldest son, he fucking, it took him several days, and had to like naturally progress. Pushing him down a hill, he'd run into the fucking fence or into the trampoline, and he'd freak out. And it just naturally progressed after, so many wrecks. Finally, he can ride in a straight line and start turning around over the course of like a little shorter than a week. And then my youngest son, who's 4, first try. Like I had him just earlier this week. Gave him a little test run on some training wheels. I was like, I just want to see where your speed is at. I was like, cool, you maintain a speed that the bike's going to hold itself upright. Let's give this a shot. Took the training wheels off, gone. Like he did like, I think 3 routes where he stopped himself going into the grass. And then by the 4th route, he was already like U-turning in the street and just riding in circles. And then, but I throw him in water and it's the complete opposite. My oldest took to it like a fucking duck. And this kid is kicking and screaming like literally the whole time. So it was just interesting when you got multiple kids.
More of the story, fuck them kids.
Like, I'm finally at that age. Like I think like I never cared. You know what I mean? Like I won't subject my kids to places where you shouldn't have kids. Like I wouldn't take like a baby or a crying child to like a movie. But if we're out eating or we're at a pool and my kid's throwing a tantrum, it don't fucking bother me. Like my wife will be the first one. Like maybe we should leave. I'm like no. I was like, this is kids. This is what kids do. Like some kids cry. Like get over.
I got a gap. I got damn near an adult and then an 8-year-old. So like I done been through it all at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't care either. Like I might throw the motherfucker in the car. I might not. Just depends on how I feel that day. But if she want to cry, she gonna cry, man. Shit ain't my problem, bro. Y'all better suck it up.
Yeah, man. How old's your boy, by the way? I keep forgetting.
He's 16. They both their birthdays are in April. She'll be 9 and he'll be 17.
God damn, dude.
And my 13-year-old's birthday is in April as well.
What day is it?
The 9th.
Hers, my daughter's is the 10th, and my son's is the 28th.
Okay.
My first stepdad was April 28th.
My first stepdad. God
First
dang it.
stepdad.
You've lived life.
Man, we were talking. Oh man, fuck, dude. It's been a good night. What the hell's going on with NXT tonight? Oh, you guys, you didn't watch. You say you didn't watch, fam. That's right.
They took Shorty out of there. She won, and then they took her out of there in a stretch. I couldn't really see what was going on. I mean, I couldn't hear what was going on.
Attention either, yeah.
But I see that, like, yeah, Shorty, it looked like Shorty won, but then, like, she wasn't able to walk out the ring there to take out in a stretcher, and Booker T wasn't there concerned. So I don't know.
What do you think? What do you think Braun's ceiling is? Braun Breaker.
He's at it.
You think so? NXT champ. You think? Well, you think he'll be exposed on Main or something?
I don't think it's exposed. I just don't know where he fits.
Right.
Up top. Like, I think it's okay for some folks to be NXT lifers. Like, I think some folks are supposed to be down there.
He has to get called up to Main, though. As quickly as his trajectory brought him up.
But that'd be the problem, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Hot shotting folk, and then
I think he's gonna be Apollo. That's what I see him as when he gets called up.
Just too early. Too early. No character development. Story.
Does he have? He's a little more his uncle than he is his dad, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And so, I mean, that'll translate into some things, but I just don't know where he fits in. Like, I don't think they give proper. I don't think there's enough attention paid to like the mid card,
right?
Scenes, not just the champions, but like the scenes. Like, have some off belt feuds in that like grouping of guys who are in the same division. Like, and that's the thing I think that's missing in probably both is like proper divisions,
right?
With Roman having the belt for so long, there isn't a legitimate heavyweight title division, like main event division. There are guys that can put on main events and guys who could fit into a scene, but I would like to see scenes like, so you know what I mean? Like, this is these are the guys that are around the championship. These are the guys who are around the Intercontinental. These are the guys who are around
like that's what I assumed was what it would be, like, especially with them both being off the table. Like, I figured that Raw would set up, which they kind of were doing with Bobby Lashley as a U.S. champ, and then somebody on SmackDown. Like, I didn't think it'd be Gunther. I mean, because they still don't really prop him up like a star, but I figured that's what they would do. They would have like two semi-main event guys kind of lead that division where it's not really the main event, but it's not really the mid card either. It's kind of like somewhere in between. And they would kind of set that up, being that Roman's off the table so much with both the titles. And like I said, they did it a little bit with Lashley coming out the gate from the draft or whatever the hell it was, where he was the U.S. champion. He was the main guy coming out, starting the show and all that. And then they kind of just went away from it, which is what, to me, like, I thought that was the dumbest shit they could have done. Because like you said, that was building up. Maybe not so much got main event guys, but you were at least going to be able to see, can this guy go in the main event? And then, for a fact, you'd have mid-card guys or upper mid-card guys that could, like you said, those main guys that keep the show going when you don't have the main event guys on your show. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that's what they would kind of set up with Roman taking both the titles off the table. And I don't think they never really did it or never really stuck to it.
Yeah. I think honestly what struck the first main, like, if you're thinking like a title scene, the first one that comes to mind for Braun Breaker would be like the U.S. title. Yeah, because the U.S. title, I feel like, is more associated with character work, and the Intercontinental is always associated with the in-ring work. And then, I mean, anybody can be a tag champ. So, like, that's a cop-out if you just say, oh, tag team champion.
But I want to see how big
he does have that lineage, pause.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But, like, like, for me, I think it helps with the logic of it all, right? If you have a scene, No, so say you have your U.S. championship scene, and the guy maybe the low rung of that is like a Ziggler who was always we know is going to take a loss, but going to give you a good match. So you start a guy like Braun, you bring him in, and it's Ziggler. Then
he's got his own roster to work through.
Right.
Yeah,
and that's the thing is like it makes it first of all it would make it easier for booking because now you can assign all right you guys book this division.
Didn't
You
like
guys
the old
book this
wrestling
division.
games have that shit? Like
Yeah,
you
where you
knew
pick a
like if
title.
you picked a title, there was like a section of roster that you worked through.
Right.
And
my
that,
thing is too, I want to see how big he really is because like everybody looks big in NXT because everybody's small, like kind of like AEW.
You have this weird obsession, man, with exposing people that aren't like 6'5".
No, it's the guys. No,
You
I want to expose the dudes that they make us think are giants and like are big dudes that really aren't. Like Wardlow is 5'9". Like I'm sorry, he's not fucking 7 foot tall like they make him out to be. Like in the same thing with Braun, they make him out to be this huge powerhouse, but when you're only going against dudes that's 5'8", 5'9", tossing around, like what's that? That's not going to be the same thing.
He looks like he's 6 foot.
That's what I'm saying. It's not going to be the same thing when he gets to the main roster, though, when everybody's 6'2" above, 220 and above, besides Chad Gable. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say, he looks like he's in between Gable and Otis. You know what I mean? If you
that's
put
half the
Gable
fucking
and
roster.
Otis together and then averaged them out right in the middle, I think you get Braun Breaker. Right there.
yeah, he's they're saying he's 6 foot even.
So that means he's 5'10".
He's probably like 5'11".
Right.
Yeah.
Because Rick, so it's funny. Yeah, I stood next to Rick Steiner. 5'11" sounds about right.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, because it's like I said, it's easy to be the powerhouse guy picking up fucking Wesley and all them dudes, tossing them around and shit. But when you get to the main roster, that's not going to be the fucking case.
And that's why I think it's okay for some guys to be NXT lifers.
Right.
Schism? What the hell is Schism?
Is that the Rock's daughter in them?
Yeah, that's Joe Gacy.
Oh,
Joe
I
Gacy
see now.
and
he's got like this. It's been a while since I watched, man. So he's got this. Do you remember the old? What was it? Batman and Robin. Which Batman movie was it? Where there was like this neon gang. Like they were all in like UV paint.
Yeah, that was Batman.
What's his name? Tommy Lee Jones was Two-Face.
Two-Face, and that was his crew.
Yeah, is that Forever, right? That was Batman Forever.
No, that's Batman
maybe?
Forever. Yeah. That's where
and even with that with Schism, bro, like they like Grizzled Young Vets like were dope. Like I mean they're all right in this position, you know what I'm saying? But like why couldn't they just leave them off and be a tag team like how they were?
I love that I heard about the Grizzled Young Vets forever while they were in NXT UK. And then the first time I see them is I'm watching NXT and they're part of Joe Gacy's crew. And I was like, this is not what I pictured.
No, no, it's not at all.
Man, you know, I miss Oni Lorcan, man. I always wanted to see Oni Lorcan do something. Like, I always thought that was I don't know what it would be. I don't know what it would be.
Like it was like, where did they get that name from? Like,
oh no,
like was that his real name?
I hope so.
Like, no, I was saying, like, where else could you get a name that fucking weird?
His real name is like.
Oh yeah, his real name is Biff.
Yeah.
Cannon.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to look up that Batman Forever clip now that I'm thinking of it. This shit was, they look straight out of like Bray Wyatt's fucking Mountain Dew Pitch Black match. That's what it is.
Yep.
Yep.
They had like motorcycles and stuff.
Mm-hmm. They had everything, man. Like I remember that fight scene. It was like in the alleyway. It was a whole bunch of just like UV, like different colors, like paint
like colors. The Busta Rhymes "Put Your Hands Where Your Eyes Can See" video.
I was just listening to that song earlier today, man.
It's a great song.
I was listening to that, and then what is it? Fire Up.
With the Knight Rider.
Yeah. I ended up my son Gavin, who's 7. He couldn't understand him, but he was trying to join in. He was saying like "wild up" every time, but yeah.
I remember I was working a job, and when Akon's Locked Up was out, my manager at the time just didn't understand. I don't think he was a rap music fan in general, but he loved, or like just black music in general. He wasn't a fan of, but he loved that song. However, he thought that Akon was saying someone called the doctor. And when he was singing it in front of everyone, he was like, "Yo, I was running the music department where I was at the time, and like, yo, where's that song about the doctor?" And I'm like, "Fam, what are you talking about?
What are you?
Fam, bro? What do you?"
I'm trying to think about what part you're talking about in that song. It's been years since I've heard "Locked Up."
The hook. Instead of I was locked up. He's like somebody to call a doctor.
Oh, he literally thought "locked up" what translated like was doctor. Someone called the doctor.
Yes.
Wow.
Bless your heart.
That's like the easiest part of the song. Like to understand.
That is the song.
That is the song.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just heard Doctor by Akon.
Doctor by Akon.
What was that Doctor song?
What's that Doctor song?
It's all right. I grew up in a neighborhood for like 12 years of my life, and then realized I didn't even know what the name of my neighborhood was, because I lived in this neighborhood called Old Cape Heart in Bangor, Maine. It is 2 words, Cape Heart. But as a kid, I just heard the letter K part, like part
Cape
of
Heart.
something. Cape
Yep.
Heart.
That sounds the same to me.
I literally lived in that neighborhood from kindergarten to like 4th grade, and then I moved back later on a little bit in middle school, and then in high school, I was writing a note to a girl, and I was like, "Hey, do you want to go?" I was like, "I heard you live in Cape Heart," and I spelled it out like that. And then it was at that moment she's like, "Do you mean Cape Heart?" And I was like, "Fuck, dude, that's embarrassing." I was like,
Yeah, that Northeast, and then the deal is up in the Northeast, there's a certain accent there, but like your car, and
just drop
over
your
there at
R's.
Harvard.
Yeah. Just get rid of R from your entire fucking vocabulary, and you've got about 40% of the accent down.
Yeah, but then like I was at my cousin went to Harvard, so we went up there one weekend for the Harvard Yale game, football game. It's a big deal up there, right? It's a bunch of tailgating and whatnot. And there was a rugby game going on. And we walk over to the where they're playing rugby, because I'd never seen people play rugby.
I didn't know
So
we did that in the States, man.
The field hockey team is over there playing. You know what I mean? They're doing a fundraiser. So they got a liquor filled like cider. And I was like, "You want to try some of our hockey punch?" And I heard honky punch. I say, "What?" "No, thank you, sweetheart. I don't really to subscribe to any sorts of racism or its tenets, sweetheart. So, I just, if you got a nice Crown Royal over there, it'll be perfect. But I don't want none of that racist punch you saw."
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and that Northeastern accent is a mofo.
I live in North Carolina now, and
raise up,
huh?
Raise up.
Oh, yeah, all that stuff.
Hey, listen, if you look, my favorite rap group is from North Carolina.
I didn't even notice that this whole time. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But when I moved down here when I was 18, I fucking forget being around like Mexicans speaking Spanish. I couldn't understand fucking people speaking English. The accent was thick. I remember I got in I attended high school down here like really briefly, but I remember being told to remove the toboggan, and where I'm from, a toboggan is just a type of sled. Yeah, you wear it. It's a beanie, right? It's obvious, But to me, a toboggan always was a fucking sled. I used to go toboggan, like tobogganing and shit, and it was the fucking weirdest thing, dude. That, and then there were people with like such thick Southern drawls, like I would only hear like half of what they were fucking saying. And I was like, there's no way we're speaking the same language right now. And yeah, it's weird. It's just weird. They got different terms for some shit, and then different pronunciations. And I've always had a more neutral accent, I thought. But so when
I think most people think they have a very neutral. I will say though, Yours is very, very neutral.
Yeah.
And I'm sober, so mine is mostly neutral.
Yeah.
But
But
sometimes when I start to do these, you know what I mean, my EWs and my U's start to sound a little different sometimes. Things get interesting.
no, I think the only time like like any semblance of like a New Englander accent comes out is if I get like overly excited. If I get angry or if I just get like really worked up, it might come out a little bit. But neither my parents, like my mom's from California, and my dad wasn't originally from Maine, so didn't have too much of the thick Boston accent. I think they would say things almost like to be like ironic. Like they would say like stereotypically New Englander things, and try to like force an accent that wasn't there. But yeah, so like I don't think I ever had the thickest one compared to some people. But I come down here and people fucking picked up on it right away. You're not from here. And then I go back up north and I see my family and I still sound to my mind the same like I've always sounded. But like, oh, you have a southern twang in your voice now and all this other shit. Right.
Oh yeah, whenever we used to go to New York, they called me Jeffro and shit and fucking Beverly Hillbilly. So I'm like, motherfucker, I live in Ohio, bro. Like
Yeah.
I don't live in the South. Like
I think the only
Everything,
I was gonna say the only
everything
southern
outside
thing-
of New York,
it's
yeah.
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 Yeah. I'll say the only southern thing that I adopted was the word y'all. I prefer y'all over yous and yous guys. Like that's,
Hey, those guys,
yeah, like I honestly I think y'all rolls off the tongue a lot easier than yous guys.
No, y'all's here too. Like I fuck with y'all.
Yeah.
Oh nah, y'all, yeah. That's definitely part of my dialect. I'm
Yeah.
definitely getting to y'all. Think you mean? Shout out, thanks for y'all for having me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
All that.
exactly.
Oh man. All right, man. That was pretty fun. I think it's a good show. I don't know why I'm trying to end it like that. You guys can fucking keep talking. If you
No, that was perfect. No, I appreciate you coming on. Like I said, like you, the whole crew, Matt, brother Matt. Well, when I started listening, it was just you, Cal, and brother Mav. So like that's how
Yeah,
long
that
I've
was-
been going. Like, and y'all really were like instrumental. I'm like, damn, like it really blew my mind that like earmuffs, Kyle, that real niggas listen to wrestling. Like that
the fuck do you-
blew, and that people talked about. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause where I'm from, like all my niggas, like I'm the only one that watch wrestling. Like, yeah, we watched it all when we was kids, but like.
Mhm.
I never stopped watching. Like even with the people I pod with and all these guys, like all these guys had gaps and shit. I'm the only person that never had a gap, and I'm almost 40.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I definitely had gaps. I definitely took years off. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There was
like I
a
said, I'm like,
few years of my life that was just dedicated to the hoes. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I mean, I would make the hoes watch Raw with me. Shit.
yeah, we wasn't watching Raw.
Oh, we was watching Raw while we was getting Raw.
We was going Raw. I'm sorry. I apologize. This was a very long time ago.
This is all good.
Dozens and dozens of years ago.
Fucking shit. Hey, listen, man. As recovering alcoholics and mental health issues. Oh yeah, by the way, you don't know it, man. Me and RN also advocate for mental health and sobriety.
Ooh, I was just talking. I'm sorry. My apologies. You know?
No, dude, complete opposite
you good,
reaction.
shit.
Honestly, I would love a show where I can just talk about all the crazy shit I do drinking and all that stuff. But
Oh, I've got drunk stories.
yeah,
Oh,
exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. That's my funnest thing to do. Like it's all good. That's the last. Trust me, we try not to fucking get people like on the back foot when they bring up alcohol just because we advocate sobriety. You know what I mean? I'd rather just embrace everybody's, honestly, just self-control. But
Absolutely.
with that being said, to any of our listeners, RN and I, of course, have gone through this journey with sobriety and mental health. Of course, I struggle a lot with anxiety and depression. RN, you're grieving shit is just fucking, yeah, man, has always been important to us on the road to recovery. And if you're out there struggling, man, please just don't hesitate to reach out to those around you, and even us ourselves. We're always here to talk to, and you'd be surprised those around you who might be going through similar issues. So if you're struggling with any mental health issues or addiction, please just reach out and get help.
Yes, we are assholes. We do give each other shit. We do make fun of each other and our friends. But if you need somebody to talk to, we got you, bro. Like we're through this sobriety journey that we've been taking together, helping each other out, especially with mental health and mental health awareness and shit. Like you're not alone. You're not a pussy if you need help. You're not a bitch if you want to need somebody to talk to. Like we are grown ass men, and sometimes we don't get the respect or the acknowledgement we need for when we're going through shit. But like if you didn't know, like we're here for you. Definitely don't hesitate to reach out.
Fuck yeah, man. It ain't taboo to need help. Everybody needs help from time to time. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's really dope, man. I appreciate y'all fellas for that.
Yeah, man. No, of course. It's just something, R and I really how it started was, if you go back like to the back catalog of the show, I'm drinking off a fifth of tequila like every fucking night. No glass, just like a Neanderthal.
And I'm probably 12 beers in.
Yeah, dude. And I was sitting through, I don't know. I was downing every night about 4 to 5 nights a week, a half to 3/4 of fifth. And my tolerance is just through the roof though. It was just fucking, it wouldn't touch that shit. So if you go through the back catalog, Aaron and I were, heavy drinkers.
Especially Friday night, trying to get through fucking SmackDown back in the lean.
I remember talking to Vince Delgado from the Smacking It Raw podcast, fucking shit-faced about his Mount Rushmore of Latino wrestlers. And he was honestly taken back that I knew about like El Santo and a couple of these other wrestlers and everything. And then I ended up apologizing to him the next day because I was like, man, I'm so sorry for my behavior last night. He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, dude, I was blackout drunk. I don't know what happened last night. He's like, dude, I had no idea you were drinking. He's like, you were like, it was like I had probably one of the coolest conversations I've ever had. And he had no idea. It was just, yeah. But yeah, man, a little backstory is it wasn't. Oh, by the time I was podcasting, I've already kind of dealt with a lot of my anxiety and depression issues I struggled with. But RN, I hope you don't mind me putting your shit out there, but RN went through some devastating shit during the show, man. RN, you lost your mom and your sister like literally a month apart, bro.
Yeah. Like 2020 was probably the worst fucking time of my entire life. Like I lost my mother in May and then lost my sister in June, like literally 3 weeks apart. So like drugs and alcohol have taken control of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like I was not facing it the way I should and using drugs and alcohol to fucking numb the pain and shit. And this past year I finally faced it and been a man about it and admitted that I was going through some shit and fucked up. And I've been sober almost 6 months now.
Congrats.
Oh man, congratulations. This is a beautiful thing, brother.
Thank you.
Real rap.
Man. Yeah, I hit my year in February. That was good. Now I don't really feel like bragging again until like I hit maybe like a year and a half. I think it's just gonna
be honest, you gentlemen making me feel really, really like I really was going to I was gonna have a drink here.
No, you can't, bro. Like, nah,
bro.
I promise you, because if I'd have did it at this point in the show, I'd have been just like.
That's the fun about it, man. No, that's the fun, dude.
Literally, that's the point of
it. So this is the fun. This is the tightrope walk right here, fam.
Mm-hmm.
RN and I want to advocate for bettering your physical and mental health while not being the sober guys, the cliche fucking like you have to be sober.
Still drink that stuff.
Yeah, fuck no. Like, so that's the tightrope walk right there.
Yeah. I tell people all the time, like, I didn't stop drinking because I wanted to. I stopped drinking because I had to. Like, don't like a motherfucking Jack and Coke be calling me every weekend. But like, I know for my mental health and my meds and shit, drinking is not good for me. So that's why I quit. It ain't that I just, oh my God, motherfucker, I want to roll the ride.
Alcohol no more. Or like no, you don't want to
be for my niggas every weekend. Man. Like that's the highlight of my week now. Driving these motherfuckers around while they drunk. Like that shit don't bother me now. Like I mean. Yeah. Like I said, it was a personal decision for me. Like, I'm not going to fucking look down on nobody that's doing that. Like, that's your shit.
And I know your ass is getting thirsty just hearing about all this alcohol talk over here, man. I see the, like, over here just salivating a little bit. Dude, you take a drink, man. It's all good.
Oh, listen, no. I'm good. I am a working guy. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, the majority, I do, if I pod, you know what I'm saying, during the week, I may take a few sips or whatever, but I'm not getting busy. You know what I'm saying? So I looked at it and I had the choice. You know what I'm saying? It was either let me grab a water or the fifth of prayer. I got like
Yeah.
three quarters of a full fifth upstairs. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't do much this past weekend. I was like, oh yeah, you know what? Nah, I going into somebody else's house. Let me go ahead and be respectful.
No, it's cool, man. I appreciate that mindset, but by all means, man,
Yeah, like we ain't
if
holding
anything,
people up.
like anything that helps also lubricate the conversation and also the interaction.
Pause.
Thank you.
I'm assuming that's your version of phrasing, right?
No, that's my version of no homo.
No homo.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah,
We can't say that no more.
Same thing. Yeah, whatever.
We can't say that no more.
You can't say that no more.
You get canceled.
Fair
Pause.
enough. Yeah, pause. Pause.
Oh shit! I got you now. I'll adopt that one. Oh man, but it is what it is. You know. Honestly, the only thing I really miss now, like looking back, because I'm finally at that point where like I'm occupying my time. I'm actually having fun doing whatever. Like I actually developed like a personality, but I miss playing fucking poker. Like that's what I miss. Like nothing like sitting down, fucking smoking a blunt, drinking liquor, and just playing poker. Like that was like my favorite drunk activity.
I thought most people smoke cigars.
Oh yeah, but no, I don't. I quit smoking tobacco back when I was 22. Like that was another thing. So
Hey, listen, shout out to you. That's one thing I have done.
yeah.
So it's been yikes. What is it? In November it'd be like 15.
Oh yeah, congrats.
Because I had a
man.
cigarette.
Hell yeah.
Up until drinking, that was the toughest thing I ever quit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sure. Because both of them are
hand to hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, the thing about cigarettes though is like I never actively like felt good off of smoking. You know what I mean? If anything, it helped calm down, like take the edge off. Like alcohol felt fucking great, man. You know what I mean? Like that was a thing. But it's funny. I quit both for pussy. Like at the end of the day, like that was the trigger. I chased my wife, like who's my wife now. So obviously it was a good decision. I chased her for like a year straight, and she shut me down every fucking turn. And then when she finally agreed to start dating me after a year, she didn't smoke. And I was like, I'll be damned if this gets in the way of what I've been working for like a year straight. So I quit smoking, and fast forward like 13 years, we're married, 2 kids. And then similar with the alcohol was she was drinking more because I was drinking. And I was like, I'll be damned if I take her down. Cause I mean? Like, because at the end of the day, everybody's adults. Everybody makes their own decisions, but you do influence those around you. At the end of the day, you have influence on those. So I was like, no, fuck that, dude. She's bummed out. She's drinking more. I was like, I'll just cut it out. And that was it. So yeah, I quit. Like both this shit, I quit, man. That's what a woman does to you, bro. They make you start making better decisions. You know
women be so good they make you quit other women.
Right.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Been there for quite some time.
Yo, RN, you ever gonna get that fucking monkey? Does fam know about the monkey? No.
I breed dogs, and our end goal is we want to get to monkeys too. So
are you allowed to do that in the United States?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I know a couple
monkey or whatever, right?
Yeah, like from Monkey Trouble and shit back in the day.
No, that's just wild. That sounds like a wild, aspirations.
Oh yeah, no, because it's me and my brother are ignorant as fuck, and we've done a few different things, but we breed dogs now. Check us out, Route 4 Kennel. We breed Frenchies, pocket bullies, toy poodles, French mastiffs. The end game is monkeys though, capuchin monkeys. I want to teach a monkey to steal shit like on Monkey Trouble, and I'm gonna go to Kyle's house as soon as I get one, and I'm gonna teach it. I'm gonna say Tyson to it because that's his last name, and I'm gonna let it slap the shit out of him for doubting
you
me.
You ain't getting no fucking monkey, bro.
Wow,
sorry, man. Ain't nothing you doing.
You just puppy pimping out here.
Oh yeah, you know that meme was like your dad comes to school for career day. What does your dad do? I jerk off dogs, bro.
I was about to say, man, there was so many weird times I'd reach out to RN. I'd be like, yo, what are you doing tonight? He was like, oh, I'm driving across the state to get some sperm. It's like, fucking hold up. I was like, what's the phrase there? You just said pause? Yeah, it was like fucking pause.
You actually used it correct for the first time too. So yeah, you got it.
I catch on quickly, bro.
My man.
Yeah. Some weird conversations with fucking breeders.
Yeah,
But
that's
you
weird as
got,
fuck.
hey man, fam, do you got any side hustles you want to plug before we dip?
I mean, everything is the side hustle at this point, man. Of
Right.
course, mainline that Black Rasslin every Thursday 8:35 live on YouTube, youtube.com/Black Rasslin. Same channel on Fridays live, the Where's Buffy podcast live, and then the proper edited version on the actual Where's Buffy YouTube page on Tuesdays. On Wednesdays, 11:11 live, also on the Black Rasslin feed. Me and Sister Lovely Laveau are something else where we talk to all these pro wrestling folks about anything other than pro wrestling every single week. Actually, this week tomorrow it'll be Jocelyn Navarro. You know what I'm saying? That was a very fun conversation. I can't wait for y'all to hear 11:11 live. We're in the chat every week, so if you want to get with us while while we're sitting there watching it live with you for the first time, man. And man, IlFam79 on all social media at Black Rasslin, at Something Else Pod. That's something no G, because we all the G you need.
Right.
At Where's Buffy. Shout out to the folks, man. Shout out to Cal. Shout out to Math. Shout out to Mimi. Shout out to Drip. Shout out to Lovely. Shout out to Tony Brown. Shout out to Brock. Shout out to Diz. Shout out to Rem. Shout out to Kill. Shout out to all the squad, man. I'm out here moving and shaking.
I've been trying to get on the show for about 2 years now, so I just want to put that out there.
Man, listen, I don't book that.
Don't take your shot on air, RN. It sounds desperate. Okay,
No, fuck that. I gotta hear shoot. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That's why he's on the show now.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I just realized I didn't plug our shit before him, but yeah, man. Catch us live every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Twitch.tv/SmackDraw, YouTube.com/SmackDraw Podcast. If you ever miss a live stream, and of course, the audio version is just found everywhere you look. I'm at the Kai Tai Show, and RN here is at Mr.8984 on Twitter. Holler at us over there. Yeah, that's gonna do it for tonight, fam, dude. Once again, man, I appreciate you coming on. RN has always spoken highly of your show.
Appreciate that.
Anytime we're talking about bringing guests on, your show is always one of the first ones that he mentions to me. So I'm happy that you guys got together and made it happen this time. It's a pleasure having you on, dude.
I appreciate that, brother.
Yeah,
it was
really
fun being here,
appreciate
man.
it,
Good
man.
combo.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Until next time, you guys can catch us next Tuesday. But until then, y'all have a good one.
See y'all next week.
It's Bret the Hitman Hart, the best there is, best there was, and the best there ever will be. And you're listening to the Smacked Raw podcast.